just here in Washington. I'm meant to do a lot more than just be here and stuff like that. So then, once I hit 18, my mom was like, nigga, you can leave, bye. I can leave? She's like, nigga, you grown, bye. Got my ass up and I left.
And then how was that experience in LA?
An experience. Exactly what you said, an experience. It was an experience.
So was it a good music experience or was it a good lesson experience?
It was an experience all the way around. I want to say it like that. Good, bad. I was 18, so you can imagine how that was at 18, you know. My dad tell it I should have been on. I've had opportunities and had major situations with major labels and different things like that, but at that time I was so caught up in the glitz and the glamour of what was going on and people thinking I'm a celebrity and things like that. You know, all that shit passed me by, so, but yeah.
You know, it passed you by, like, what are you saying? Like, people think you was a celebrity. You let the fame get to your head or something?
18, you coming to LA, ain't really never been nowhere outside of Washington State. Hell yeah. So girls was like, oh, you're a rapper? Throwing coochie at me? Yes. I let the shit go to my head a lot. I had no guidance, nobody telling me, nah, don't do that. It was just me. You know, so yeah. I was
okay,
wild.
So now, let's tell them about the good points of where you grew as a tree and realized that it's time to get mature and step up and go to that next level. When was that?
2013.
Okay.
My first son was born. When I had my first son, shit got real. And, you know, after that, you know, I kind of slacked back off. I was, as far as being, I'm young, I was 21. When I had my second son, I was 23. And I had to get back on, I had to really get on my shit. I mean, I got two boys looking up at me, so I had to put the bullshit to the side. And then between that and losing all my partners, most of my partners is dead, in jail, smoked out, you know what I mean? All kind of shit, so.
So then, like I said, you had to see, you know, I mean, the light that you had when you had your kids, but what made you come to the music level that where you at today? What made you start thinking about, you know what, I need to get serious about this?
My kids.
And then where did that take you? Where you at today?
When I say my kids, like, I ain't want to be no nigga that's 35 still screaming I'm a rapper and ain't make it. I don't want to be no nigga that's 30, 40 years old still hop in the studio try to make songs and shit that ain't current, ain't getting the bag off it or nothing. If you're not getting to the bag, not saying don't do this shit for the love. If you do this shit for the love, you love this shit. But at the same time, they always say you're supposed to get paid for what you love, right? So at the end of the day, I mean, shit, we was all doing it just for the love, we wouldn't have celebrities. It'd be just a bunch of motherfuckers doing it for the love. So I got kids, I got a family I need. I'm trying to provide it for them. I'm trying to do something different and sell dope. My whole family is so dope. That's all I've been around. I mean, not saying it like that, you know, don't get me wrong. I got people in my family that do right and all of that shit, but I've seen that aspect of what shit do. Shit get old. But you can't sell dope forever. I mean, you can, but shit. Who want to do that shit? I'll be 100.
So, tell us a little bit about your music career. This is like strictly on how you built your empire. How did you build your empire?
Being a kid with a dream, man, really pushing, not giving up, for sure. Number one, like, sticking to it. Everybody telling me, yo, it's just a hobby, this ain't, I was steadfast, fuck that, no it's not, fuck that, woo woo, like, you couldn't tell me that, you know what I mean, you couldn't tell me that what I saw wasn't, what my dreams wasn't reality, what me doing wasn't real, like, you dig? And it's like I went through every emotion, like Nipsey said, I went through every emotion that everybody else that ever did this shit, that ever tried to do this shit that went through. I done thought about giving up all kind of shit, but the only difference is I stayed at this shit. I stayed focused. I'm open. I'm open. When I say I'm open to meeting people. You know what I mean? People like to meet me, so when I'm meeting people, you never know who you might run into.
Mm-hmm.
You never know who in the industry might be like, hey, I like that kid right there. You know, who is he?
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So I stayed at that. I'm a hustler. You know, it's a hustle. It's a grind. I gotta feed my family. I gotta feed my kids. I got all 3 sons. I got all boys, no girls. So I gotta feed my grandkids because I'm gonna have grandkids. That's inevitable. I got 3 sons. You know what I mean? So with that, you know.
Yeah, man. So with that being, you want to tell us a little about what you're going to be doing in the next 5 years? Do you have a 5-year plan?
In the next 5 years, let me see. The last 5 years, I've been up and coming rapper on, as far as up and coming artists and Complex, music on Complex. I've been mentioned in The Source. I've been mentioned in a few interviews. I've had my own podcast. I started building my label, and you know, I started taking this craft that I got serious. So in the next 5 years, I plan to have 5 to 10 platinum records as a CEO, and then 5 to 10 platinum records as an artist. You know, in the next 5 to 10 years, I feel like I'm gonna have I'm gonna have the biggest empire, the biggest label in the industry, and that's honest. You know what I mean? That's what all my artists is. My artist Breezy. Breezy's the hottest female out right now. You know, I got a lot of artists and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Dream Life is an all-girl label. Nobody has an all-girl label, an all-female record label. Let's go corner the market. It's like crack in the 80s. Just, you know? So in the next 5 years, that's just what it's going to be like.
So what else, pardon, do you want to give any shout out or, you know, tell people how to get in touch with you and things of that nature?
Shout out all my people that's locked down, man. All my cats in the Bing, man. All my cats that's upstate, man. That's locked behind the bars in that chain gang. You know what I mean? Shout out to y'all. You know what I mean? Because a lot of y'all my day ones. A lot of y'all push a nigga to keep doing this shit. Shout out to everybody striving to do this shit. You know what I mean? Everybody doing this music shit from Washington to Idaho to LA, Miami, everybody, you know. Shout out to Gazi. Happy birthday once again. You know, thank you for the opportunity for what you did for me, man. You know, you opened up the door for me that a lot of people kept bullshitting on. Shout out to my little cousins, like my real bloodline. I'm not saying it because they're my cousins, but I really see the work. Shout out to Mafia D. You know, really putting in that work out here with this shit. Really shout out to Mike Jack, 3200. You know, my baby cousins, man, really putting in work, man, really doing this shit. Shout out to my cousin Mitch, really putting in his work with his management shit, opening up doors for niggas. Shout out Chris Pack, opening up doors. Shout out Taj King, really opening up doors for niggas. That's like a mentor to me. I look at Taj like a big brother. You know, that's like really my mentor. You know, anytime that's what I talk to. So definitely shout out to Taj and his whole movement, Louis, his whole movement with Empire also. You know, we all a part of the team. Townie and T. Anybody that's ever pushed a nigga forward, if I ever forgot you, man, I totally apologize. But shout out to everybody. Most definitely shout out to my hood, man. We going through it. So, you know, shout out to the East Side always. You know what I mean? And shout out to my kids.
You know what I mean?
Best way to reach me, holla at me on Instagram. Splash, the real Splash_Gordon. Hit my email, amgsplashy@gmail.com. You know what I mean? For features, whatever. Holla at my manager, Mitch. Holla at, you know what I mean? Holla at my manager, Unc. Shout out to Bar None. You know, like I said. Oh, Unc is Rome. Sorry, y'all. Shout out to my manager, Rome. I call him Unc. Shout out to him. Shout out, if you ever need to holla at Rome, and shout out to him for giving the nigga opportunity and really looking at seeing what a nigga was really doing, man, and really believing into a nigga. You know what I mean? Because he ain't have to do it after walking off 20-something years.
Exactly. So yeah, that's Moebility TV, and we out.
On my socks, bitch, get off my jock. I can never love a scotch.